Okay, hi, I'm Adam Valdivia from Column 41, Group 4, and this is our group.
I'm Anthony Tuso.
I'm Alan Trapp.
And I'm Zach Toberman.
And this is our
Group Facilitated Project.
Group Facilitated Project.
This is our group of participants, and we are going to explain to them the rules of this assignment and how it's going to work out. So, everybody, in front of you there are 5 people who are trying to get a job as a public relationist at our company. And it is your guys' jobs to read through their short little resumes and decide who you guys like the best to the least. Give a 1 for who you like the best and a 5 for who you like the least. Yes. Tonya Ruiz is married and her husband is willing to relocate with her. Tonya has an MA in PR and is sharp in her appearance and has a strong interpersonal communication skills. Although she has an advanced degree in public relations, her practical experience is limited. She has made it clear that she would expect your organization to help her husband find employment in the city. Bill Chambers has a great personality, but he doesn't have much public relation background. Although everything he touches seems to turn to gold, his resume is full of success stories. Solid credentials are not part of his resume. Bill would also command a high salary. His salary expectation is 30% greater than the top end of the range budgeted for this position. Jane Phillips. She is well known in the field of public relations. We're all surprised that she has applied for this position. Apparently, there's some reason she wants to work for our company or relocate to our area. Although Jane is terrific at public relations, she is very difficult to work with. Hiring Jane would bring prestige and visibility to your firm and help your company move from regional to national prominence. Scott Jameson is currently employed in your personal department where our public relation activity was housed. He's worked for our company for 10 years and knows the company inside and out. Thus, he could immediately be productive on the job. While researching his background for this position, we heard rumors from some secretaries that Scott has a reputation of making inappropriate sexual advances toward his female colleagues. And Lynn Chung was recommended by the founder of the company. The founder is no longer a part of the day-to-day activities of the company, but mentors to most of the executive group. Lynn is married to the founder's daughter, who was recently diagnosed with a serious and often fatal form of cancer. In Lynn's previous job, he was a sales manager for a large national company, but lost the position in corporate merger. The company founder believes that Lynn is capable of handling our public relations director position.
Alright, so now I'm going to ask you guys to share your opinions about Tonya Ruiz. Any volunteers?
Okay, so she has a lot of experience compared to the other applicants. That's positive.
I don't see nothing wrong with her stringing her husband along. It's just another job.
Yeah, because the next applicant has, or he expects like 30% greater salaries. So, I mean, it's about the same to like find a job for her husband.
Yeah. Anyone else? Alright. Now, what do you guys think about Bill Chambers?
I think he sucks. Because coming from a corporate point of view, the people who actually set their salary higher than the needed is usually put at the bottom of the list, because that's not what people are looking for. They're just looking for the cheapest that filled the position that's sort of qualified.
He doesn't have like solid credentials, he just has a bunch of stories, so that could easily be like exaggerated.
Thanks for that comment. It was a good reason to mislead. Let's move on to the next person, Jane Phillips. Any thoughts on Jane Phillips?
She's a known professional, so that's good for the company.
I think Jane Phillips would be a good asset to the company because of all of her experience. And although she'd be hard to work with, I still think she would bring like productivity to the company.
Good, thank you.
go.
Let's move on to our next person, Scott Jameson. Does anyone have any comments on Scott Jameson?
I don't think he's that good, because regardless of the reputation for making inappropriate sexual advances, he's employed in the personnel department, which isn't really part of the public relations department. So even though he does know the company inside and out, it doesn't mean he's qualified really for the public relations job.
I agree.
I think he's a little more qualified somewhat because he has been around the same people in the same office, so it'll require less training on our part.
Well, his wife has cancer, so it's gonna cost a lot of money for us to, support her.
Okay, next is Lynn Chung. What do you guys think about him?
Well, we don't really have real proof that he's completely qualified because it's the founder's son-in-law.
Yeah, he only has a recommendation. He doesn't really have any solid proof that he's good in the PR department. He only has relations with the founder of the company and his daughter. That's it.
I agree. So, I know regardless of anything, even if he doesn't get the PR position, he's still going to get a job just because he's the founder's daughter's husband. So, it's kind of ensured a job either way.
Now I want everybody to mark down who you think is least qualified for this job. Who is your guys' number 5? Who do you guys not want this job to go to? Out of the 5 people on this list, who is the worst qualified? Alright, when you're done with your 5th, put down the 4th. Who's the second least? After 4th, 3rd, and then after 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. All the way down to who your favorite person is on our list.